Good afternoon there, everyone. Welcome to Bowls 360. Well, we're halfway through the season. Round 9 is done and dusted. Round 10 coming up. With me again to look at all the permutations of the future pennant season. Suchy, Lee the Lord Such, how are you?
Simon, very well, mate. Very well, yeah. Sneaking in round 10 before the Christmas break. Very interesting round. We just had 2 draws.
Yes.
First in history, I believe. Unbelievable.
Yeah, amazing, wasn't it? And as you've said, scores were quite close. So they were both tight games. 79 and 73 each. They're very tight, those sort of low score lines. So, yeah, really good, but an interesting round ahead too. So, let's look at them. But firstly, let's look at our ladder predictions that we had at the start of the year. See if you want to make any changes to them. There's your ladders there, Suchi: Manning, Mount Lawley, Doubleview, Aussie Park, South Perth, Bassendean, Sorrento, Cambridge, Leeming, Coburn. You want to make any changes to that?
Unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, South Perth have just proven once again that even with departures, they've still got plenty of calibre that they can choose from.
Yeah.
They're leading the field. Doubleview, look at us, we both had Doubleview in there to make finals to bounce back. Premiers only 2 years ago.
Amazing.
And really, they're out of it really, unless they can win all 9. Eight maybe, but no, unbelievable the season that they're having. Aussie Park led the field after the first 6 weeks, and now they're out of the 4th, so it's really been a topsy-turvy season for them. And they come out and lose this week, and all of a sudden they're in a bit of trouble. So Sorrento, I think. Probably about right. They'll be in the challenge game. I don't think they'll finish in the bottom 2. And Cambridge got a great opportunity as well. They finished off the back half of the first half really strong.
Yeah.
And they can beat Coburn at Coburn. They're probably going to be in the 4th, so they've bounced back quite well.
Yeah, I agree. I think Doubleview will drop out. It is hard to see them finishing in the top 4. South Perth in for me. I've got the top 3 as probably locks: Manning, Mount Lawley, South Perth. I think they're probably locked for finals. What order they finish in, I don't know, but that 4th position, I think it's somewhere between Aussie Park, Bassendean and Cambridge. It's hard to see W, even if they do have a run of form to get into the top 4, and Sorrento unlikely to get in the 4 either. So they're the 3 sides I've got to finish in the 4th position.
Yeah, no, we've both got Manning there at the top, but they're a bit sort of disappointing really.
Yeah.
I mean, they're only just hanging on to the top 4, and if they come out and have to lose to Leeming, they might start to struggle a bit as well, Manning. So yeah, a bit of a surprise that they haven't been a bit higher up than but they should be really.
Yeah, they've certainly got a good side, and they should finish the second. You think the second half will be better than the first half for them, but I still think they'll finish in the top 4 pretty well. But yeah, they wouldn't want to lose too many more games, especially against the sides in that mid-table like us and Aussie Park and Cambridge. They'll lose to those sort of teams, then they're going to really struggle. All right, let's have a look at the round ahead. Tonight's game is Mount Lawley playing South Perth, first versus second. No changes at Mount Lawley, although that's not quite right because the DT's back. The side that was listed on Bowlsling is not correct. Daniel Trella is back, and Darren Rowland is out with a shoulder injury apparently. So they're the change. That's the change there. South Perth, no changes there either. Last time they met, South Perth winning by 10 shots at South Perth, and it is a 2-4-1 record. To South Perth, 1-1 at the venue.
What a beauty to kick us off the top of the table. Obviously big in with getting Daniel Torella back. They'll be wanting to bounce back and make up for their round 1 loss when they went over to South Perth. I think if they beat them, I think they'll jump them. I think they'll reclaim top spot. But I do think at home they should get South Perth.
Yeah, I'm leaning the same way. Mount Lawley should win at home. It's hard to see them losing at home. I'd always tip them at home, even though Cambridge pushed them hard last week, which was a bit of a surprise. But I think Matt Lawler will be hurting a bit from that. DT is a massive in for him. Roland is a handy out too, or not handy, but he's a big out for him because he's quite a solid bowler. But I can't see Matt Lawler.
No, he's a game changer, DT, and no, I think he'll get the boys going today. I think.
Yep. Coburn versus Cambridge tomorrow. It is 10th versus 5th. Unbelievable head-to-head record there. 0 wins to Coburn, 10 losses and a draw, and at Coburn it is 0-4 Cambridge's way. So Coburn never having beaten Cambridge, which was a bit of a surprise to me. Ins for Coburn: Johnny Ray, Tony Krajancic in for McGill and Djokovic, and for Cambridge Thomas is in. Duncanson out. Thomas just transferring over from Osborne Park this week.
Unbelievable stats, really, isn't it? 0-10. Well, I thought this might have been a bit tougher to pick. Obviously Cambridge are going very well in the last, I think they've won 3 straight. They'd really want to win this today as well because they'll probably get them in the 4. Coburn, with Crackerjack coming back, I was nearly tempted to.
Weird.
But they really need to get going here, Coburn. I think this is quite winnable for them. But I think the writing's on the wall for them. I think if they lose another game at home this week, then I think bottom 2 will just about be guaranteed. I think.
Yeah, I'm going the same way as well. I think Cambridge, probably in the older venue at Coburn with the decided home ground advantage, might have been a bit different.
Yeah.
But I've heard it's very friendly there and very lovely to play on. So someone like Cambridge with the quality back end that they've got should do enough to win this. And despite Cracker on his return skippering, I've gone Cambridge as well in this game. Doubleview playing Sorrento, 8th versus 7th. A head-to-head record of 7-6 there at Doubleview. There's a 4-2 record to Doubleview. Anthony Williams is back for Brad Pearce, and for Sorrento, Greg Taylor comes back in and skippers, as well as Douglas and Wicks and Tim Murray drop out. Last time around, Sorrento beating Doubleview by 10 shots at Sorrento.
Yeah, looks like they always have pretty good games, these two sides. Look, I think these guys will both be involved in the challenge game. I just think they're both just probably a bit too far out of the mix now to really put on the pressure on the front 6. Doubleview, I'm only going them really because they're at home. I'm not really sure what's going on. They're really struggling the view. But Sorrento had beaten them there before, and they could possibly win this one as well. But I have done the home side. Yeah,
they've still got the players there, haven't they? Doubleview. It's hard to know exactly why it's not working for them this year. It's really weird, but huge ramifications really. So if Doubleview lose this to Sorrento, that makes it really hard for W even to get out of the challenge game 7th and 8th.
No, exactly.
Because that'll be like a 20-point gap between Sorrento and Doubleview if Doubleview lose. So huge game for them in the turnout of the season. Sorrento would love to get a win here and get that space and try and sneak in a 6th spot and avoid that relegation game. But I'm going W at Doubleview. I think you just think at some stage of the season they're going to turn it around, and maybe it'll be today or tomorrow. The 4th game is Bassendean playing Osborne Park at Bassendean. It is an 8-17 and a 1 draw, and at the venue it is 5-8. It is 3rd playing 6, no changes at Bassendean. And for Osborne Park, Gordon King makes a return. Adu comes in, out goes Ryan Brown, is a bit of a loss for him. Mark Rawlings. Last time round, of course, in round 1, Aussie Park beating Bassendean by 23 shots.
Yeah, this game got a co-match of the round. This is a monster game for both sides here. With the top 2 playing each other, the Lions, if they can get a win today, they're closing the gap in on the top 2 spot. Aussie Park, I think with Coburn and Manning, I think they really both should win. They've had 3 out of the last 4 duck eggs.
Amazing.
If they come out and get beat 7-1, all of a sudden they're 10 points out of the 4.
Yeah.
Because I think those 5th and 6th, 4th and 5th will both win. So this is a huge game. This and like I said in my write-up, I said I think if the Lions really want to be seen as contenders and to push forward for finals, I think they've really got to win this game.
Got to win these sort of games for sure. Yeah. I've gone the same way. Bassendean at home in a tight game, but I think hopefully we'll get the job done at home. Huge for Aussie Park. I mean, you talk about 2 draws not happening in the history of the game. 3 duck eggs in 4 games.
Especially when you're leading the field.
When you're on top of the ladder as well, that would just about be unheard of as well. But I'll go with us just.
Yeah, they made a few internal changes. The Saints. Tyrone's not playing. He's missed a couple of weeks. I'm not sure what's happened with Tyrone, but I know we'll see. It should be a cracker of a game. Yeah,
and our final game is the Barry Leicester match Saturday night at Leeming playing Manning. It's a late start at 3:30, so if you want to venture down to Leeming and have a look at the Barry Leicester show, then by all means do so. Only ever played the first game this year when Manning defeated them, or smashed them really, 100-48. It is 9th playing 4th. In for Manning, Leicester and Bertai. Out is the Bowdens. Must be on a Christmas family holiday. No changes at Manning.
Great scalp for Leeming, getting Barry Leicester out. Former Commonwealth Games silver medalist, 250 odd games for Australia. I think he's doing some coaching while he's over here. I'm not sure how he's going to go. Like I said, I don't think they have too much Golf League windy experience.
No.
The guys coming from the Gold Coast, obviously Aaron Sheriff came out and found it pretty tough. So Warren Holt actually played. He's playing both of them. So he had Aaron Sheriff, now he's got Barry Lester.
Oh yeah.
So he gets the chance to do the double. Look, I hopefully get some good support. But obviously Manning really need to win this. I mean, this is a huge game for Manning as well.
Yeah.
So, they should be a bit too strong on paper. I've gone with the Eagles.
So the draw has been done. So as we see them there, Carl van der Sluis is playing Christina van Nierop. Jim Newton is playing Scott Walker. As you said, Barry Lester playing Warren Holt, and Gary Ford is taking on Glenn Pauling. Head-to-head battles there. I can see a 7-1 win to Manning for me. And that brings us close to a close. Let's look at the tip scenario. Whoops, over here. So there's, I don't know, there's a background picture there that I can't get rid of. Our round 9 tips, I haven't counted the draws as a win or a loss,
No.
so they're unknown. I had 4 out of 4 really for last week. You had 3 out of 4, which puts me 2 clear now going into the second half of the year. And our round 10 tips, we've gone the same,
Yep.
so you won't
catch you this week.
You won't catch me this week. All right, that brings to a close today. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I'll take this opportunity to wish everyone a happy Christmas and a safe New Year. Is that the right way you say it?
Pretty close, yeah. It was good enough for me.
Good enough. To those playing the state pairs, good luck. Stay cool in the next few weeks, and we'll see you all again next year. See you, Sachi.
Thank you very much, and Merry Christmas, everyone.
See you all. Bye.
Bye bye.